Yay! Hey, cruisers! Oh dear, my computer decided to play right in front of me. My volume button is not working on my computer, so you guys got a whole earful of it. Hey, cruisers! Welcome to our Q&A live stream. How's everybody doing? It's wonderful to have you here this Sunday. Say hello in the chat so I can give you a shout out. Dave and Brandy are in the house. Yuki's here. I see Hai Chi and Argudi. John and Tanya Carey are here. Beanie Blog is in the house. And I know I saw Ms. Mary a little bit earlier too. So how's everyone doing? Hi, Gavin. It has been a while. Hi, Antoinette. It's wonderful to have all of you here. I know we popped up a little bit last minute with this live stream. Our schedule's been a little up in the air lately, so it's been a little bit difficult to tell when we could go live. And I know that this is church time for a lot of people. So our apologies. We're doing our best. I work full-time during the week, so we do what we can here. But it's wonderful to have all of you here. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Dia Ed. It's so good to see all of you here. Bonya's here, Barbara's here. So give us a little time to get to the questions, but start typing them in to the chat so we can answer them for you. And we will be more than happy to answer cruise questions today while you're all having a moment to get your cruise questions typed in. I'll give you some housekeeping updates. I'm just seeing everybody who's popping in. Rock the Boat and Melissa, hello. Yuki, good question. I'll get to that. I love that question. Housekeeping updates though. First of all, after our live stream today, we are going to be going live over on Amazon, and we're going to be sharing a lot of travel deals with you. We also have home, kitchen, fashion, and tech, but lots of travel stuff is on sale, including those awesome neck fans. These neck fans are on deal, and then these power strips are on deal. So we'll be sharing all kinds of stuff like that on Amazon Live. That link is in the description of the video, pinned to the top of the comments, and it is in the chat. Now, you guys, remember, Prime Day is coming on Amazon, Tuesday and Wednesday, the 11th and 12th. We're actually gonna get up in the morning on the 11th, and we're gonna go live here on YouTube with our best finds for Prime Day for travel. And so if you are up early on the 11th, I think we'll probably be live somewhere between 8 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday morning. So look forward to that as well. And be sure to check out our Amazon storefront right away, because what we've got going on over there is we have Prime Day lead-up deals. Those are the deals that happen before Prime Day. So I've just put that one in there too. Okay, so all of that said, other housekeeping items. If you are part of our Patreon community, our Backstage crew supporters, type crew down in the chat so I can give you a shout out. It's wonderful to have all of you here. Those of you who saw the pre-roll with all the Patreon names on it, there's never been a better time to join Patreon. We have a new perk. In addition to our monthly Zoom call, we also have connected Patreon to Discord, meaning that when you sign up on Patreon at patreon.com/cruisetipstv, if you put your Discord username in, it invites you into a private chat just for our patrons. And it's really, really fun. I'm actually surprised at how much I like it. It was my son's idea. Junior's like, you guys need a Discord. I'm like, what? It integrates with Patreon. It's so cool. So those of you who are over there, you know what I'm talking about. It's just an intimate group of under 100 people, and we have a blast. So that is my kind of spiel today for that. I see a whole bunch of our Backstage crew in the chat, and I want to shout everybody out here. And then we're going to get right into cruise questions. So that was kind of all of my housekeeping right there. Tanya and John are Backstage crew. Antoinette, Karen Clay, Sheldon, Yuki, absolutely. Oh, thank you. John said, Backstage crew, by the way, Tanya and I both think your blouse is pretty. Thank you. And guess what? It is the first item in the cruise fashion section on our Amazon store. So I don't know, is it possible for me to share a screen with them, honey? Could I show them how to look at that? If you like this top, I just got it a few weeks ago on Amazon. By the way, here's how it looks kind of, you can wear it like a tunic, or you can wear it kind of like front tucked. I'm more of a front tuck girl because I'm really short. So tunics don't look good on me, but if you're kind of wondering how it looks with jeans and everything, there it is. It's a bit blousy. It's really pretty in person. But let me share screen and show you where to find it on our Amazon store. In case you would like to go check it out, you would go to amazon.com/shop/cruise tips TV, and then you would scroll right down here to this section here that says cruise fashion, and you would click into the cruise fashion area, and then it's this first item right here. Now, the Prime Day lead ups that I told you about are right here. So they're the first item in. Most everything in here is travel related. Yes, there is a giant closet in there. There's some tea tree oil, but once you get past that, these are all early Prime Day deals that are happening right now, you guys. So go check out our Amazon store. It's incredibly fun to go through there and get stuff for your cruise. I get teased all the time. Every time I post a new set of packing cubes, everybody's like, look, I have 500 sets of packing cubes thanks to you, my packing bestie. So anyhow, all right, let's get to the cruise Q&A. This is what we're here for. This is what I'm so excited about. So let's do it. Hi, Holly. Any more Backstage crew pop in right now? Yuki, Holly. I got all the other ones. I think if I missed you, type crew again and I'll make sure that I can answer that. So we're gonna start with Arnold Family. Arnold Family, has anybody done Singapore to Hong Kong Celebrity? We go February 24th. I haven't done that one, Arnold Family, but we've done Hong Kong to Singapore on Diamond Princess, and you should watch those vlogs. They're very helpful. It is a wonderful, wonderful itinerary. You're gonna love it. Best cruise we've ever done in our whole life. Amazing. Melissa Hayes said, what deck is laundry on Carnival Miracle? I don't know. I will find out for you. Let's see. I imagine that there's more than one laundrette on Miracle. It says here that they're all the way aft on decks 4 and 5, midship on deck 7, right before cabin 7208, and on forward deck 6 before cabin 6101. So they're all over the place. Beanie Blog, does Crown Grill Princess offer a free bottle of wine on the first night? I don't think Princess does that, only Carnival, but you could always ask. Anna Feldbaumer said, if a cruise ship ports overnight, is it because another port is closed? No, not necessarily. If a cruise ship ports overnight, it means that they have some sort of a longer port stay arrangement. Unless there's some emergency that changes things, usually it's because they have a special arrangement to port overnight. And lucky you, because that's really rare and cool. Antoinette said, what shop do you recommend for the door magnets, the kind that have family names? Okay, you guys, not only do I have the shop for you, but I have a discount code for you. And they're ridiculously, ridiculously inexpensive. So let me get that for you. You're going to go to Magical Day Creations. So magicaldaycreations.com. Let me see if I can find the magnet discount code for you. I know I have it here somewhere. I just need to reach into one of my live streams from the past and find that discount code. But Jackie and her family do really good work. They customize the magnets for you. You don't have to buy them that way. You can buy them non-customized, and you can buy them in our Amazon store too. They actually have an Amazon shop, but I do want to get you the discount code first. So give me just a second. Let me see if I can find that. Magical Day Creations. Okay. Let's see. Where is my discount code? Almost there, guys. I almost have it. Okay, the discount code is CTT10, which gives you 10% off your order. So magicaldaycreations.com, CTT10. Or go to our Amazon shop, go to Stateroom Essentials Idea List, and there's 5 magnet choices you can buy directly out of our Amazon shop as well. So it's up to you. Kathy Reed said, looking at all your cruise hack videos for my friends and family new to cruising, your videos helped us so much. Aw, thank you, Kathy. Ms. Mary said, is there a formal night on MSC Seaside 4-day cruise? Let me check. I don't know about that. I haven't been on an MSC 4-day cruise. I have to check and see how many formal nights they have. I actually don't know if there are any formal nights on short MSC cruises. Let me see here. I'm trying to find it on their website. and I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding it. And I know that they don't really regulate them. Okay, so somebody on the internet said there's 1 formal night on 4 to 6 night cruises and 2 on 7 nights. So verify that information, Ms. Mary, but that's the first thing I could find. Yuki said, how many bathing suits and towels would you bring for a 7-day, 6-night cruise? It depends on where I was cruising. If it was a warm weather destination and I was going to be in a swimsuit every day, I would take 2 to 3 for myself. For a child, I would take 3 because they go through them so fast. Peggy said, what's the Cozumel port like? Can you just walk around and explore, or do you need to book an excursion? Peggy, the thing about Cozumel is there's 2 different areas that you dock, and there's a really long walk to a shopping area. Yeah, you can shop, and there's some little beachy areas that you can go to right off the dock. I don't recommend it. Most people who venture out a little bit in Cozumel report having a much better time. My recommendation for you is to book a day at a beach club. Right now, my favorite is still Nachi Cocom, C-O-C-O-M. I also really want to try Paradise Beach. Both of them get really good reviews. So I do highly recommend that you do a beach club for the day. You're not going to get the flavor at all for Cozumel if you just walk around, or do a Jeep tour. We have a vlog where we did a Jeep tour. All right, Sailor Cruiser said, hi Sherry, what are the free things to do on Coco Cay? Oh my gosh, there's so many free things to do on Coco Cay. So first of all, most of the food is free at Coco Cay. Okay, so you've got the food venues and everything are totally free there. So you can hang out on the beach. That's one thing that you can do. Take some photos. You can actually, there's places you can do sports things on the beach there. Don't forget, if you have a drink package, you can utilize your drink package there too, right? The pool is also free. So Oasis Lagoon is also completely free. And there's also a free area called Splashaway Bay for kids, which is like a mini water park. And then the smaller kids can go to Captain Jill's Galleon. So hopefully that gives you some inspiration. There's a lot you could do for free at Perfect Day. Dia Ed H said scratch and stuff. Oh no, that's part of the username. Okay. Which ship do you recommend in Europe to take a cruise on, especially for new cruisers? If you've never done a European cruise before, that depends on a lot of different factors. I don't know what you like to do on a cruise. I don't know your age demographic and your interests. If you're going to Europe for the first time and you're on the younger side, I would recommend a Royal Caribbean cruise to you. If you are a more mature or a more quiet, refined cruiser, I would recommend Princess, Holland America, or even the MSC Yacht Club or a premium line. Rock the Boat said, does Princess Cruise drink package have a 15 drink limit like Carnival, or is it unlimited like NCL? I'm pretty sure it's unlimited. I'm going to verify that. I've never heard of a limit on it, but I think that I think that it's unlimited. And if somebody already knows the answer to that, put that in the chat for our inquirer. Let me see if it's unlimited. Checking on that. Sorry, guys. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with my computer here. I think it's unlimited, but let me look and see if anybody's already answered this in the chat. I have a feeling someone probably already did. Okay. I can't find the answer, but I think they're unlimited. Okay, Lynn Bird said, I love your channel. Haven't checked in for a while, but cruising to the Mexican Riviera. Woo! Lynn Bird, November is a great time to go. I'm so glad you're going then. Naomi Torres, traveling on Odyssey of the Seas, Greek Islands in September. Any recommendations? I've not done the Greek Isles in September, but my understanding, Naomi, is it's still really warm over there in September. So make sure that you wear cool, cotton, flowy clothing, very comfortable shoes. For sightseeing, you want to avoid flip-flops and wear a closed-toed or proper walking sandal, because there's some places in Europe where you're not even allowed to wear flip-flops, so just be aware of that. Chris Lavoie, what is my favorite waterproof cell phone lanyard? I will show you. I like the floating waterproof cases. Let me find it for you. I'm going to put a link in for you, Chris, but I have to find it on Amazon. They're from a company called ProCase on Amazon, and here comes a link. Bear with me. Don't we all wish our computers could go as fast as our brains? Hee hee. Okay, for Chris Lavoie, affiliate link for phone case. Type it as fast as I can, Chris. There you go, my friend. All right, nautical nurse Nancy's in the house. Hi, girl. Nancy said, what's your favorite beach at St. Thomas? Nancy, believe it or not, I've never spent any time on St. Thomas. I've been there 3 times, and every time something has happened where I can't get off the ship. Not even kidding you. But I'm gonna let our community answer that one for you. You guys, where should Nancy go? Should she go to Megan's Bay, or should she take a ferry to St. John? Where should she go? If Mike and Cheryl are here, they're gonna tell you to go to Megan's Bay. I can tell you that for sure. All right. Naomi, I don't know how Cafe 270 works. I'll have to check on that. 8-night cruise, Naomi, probably 2 formal nights on Odyssey would be what I think is the case. Yuki said, what would you recommend doing at Maya Chan? Drinks, extras, and water rentals. Oh, not a whole lot. I would actually recommend relaxing at Maya Chan. Relaxing. It's like a hippie throwback chill vibe over at Maya Chan. So that would be my recommendation. We have a super chat in the house today. Thank you very much, Tanya Carey. Tanya said, oh, thank you for the super chat. Here's to getting settled back in after Seabourn Cruise super chat. Next year, we're doing a 7-day Mex Riviera out of LA, thinking of staying downtown LA for 2 days prior, but transportation is so expensive. What do you think? Okay. Downtown LA, I would highly recommend you do not stay there. I cannot stand downtown Los Angeles. It is filthy. It is dangerous, and I would not do it, Auntie Tanya. I am so sorry, but please, let's pick another location for you. Go stay by Universal City. Stay at the beach in Long Beach. Stay down in San Pedro. Anywhere but downtown LA. I'm so sorry, but I can't stand it there. I had a horrible experience, and I don't like it. So that was probably a little more of an opinionated stance than you expected. And for that, I am sorry, but I also feel that I need to be totally honest with you because, yeah, there's so many better options. All right, Lynn Bird, our 8-day cruise on Carnival will include the Port of La Paz. Any tips from you or others on what to do there? Yes, Lynn Bird, you are so lucky. La Paz is amazing. If you do nothing else, go to the beach. Go to Tecolote Beach for the day and enjoy. If there's any way you can do an excursion where you are swimming with the whale sharks or going to Balandra Bay, they are stunning. It is a very unique landscape. You will see none of it at the port. There's nothing pretty at the port. There's nothing walkable at the port. It's industrial and there's nothing there. You have to get out, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. You could just go to Tecolote Beach for the day, but I would recommend something very high adventure. Chrissy said, is there a size limit on the water bottles you can take on most cruises? No. If you're talking about an empty water bottle, you can probably take whatever you want, but I don't know if you could take a thermos. So I would take a large water bottle. Emily Fagan said, Cozumel Beach Club with 15-year-old son and 11-year-old daughter. Yeah, I would actually, for those, any of the beach clubs are great. Even Nachi Cacombe is fun for kids. There's not a whole lot of like toys in the water and things for 11 to 15-year-olds, but Paradise Beach would probably be my top pick for you. Mr. Sancho's would be my second pick. I like, Mr. Sancho's is not my favorite just because the beach is really tiny and it gets very crowded, but it's a fun party vibe if you want to party. And good for kids. But I'd probably try Paradise Beach, Emily. Yeah. Arnold Family said, isn't there a snorkel trip that takes you to St. John for a couple hours? Yes, there is, from the ship. Mike P said, do you know of any improvements to the Norwegian Viva from the Norwegian Prima? I haven't studied up on that yet, Mike P, but I'm very interested to see how that's going to go. I know Prima's getting really good reviews and is a very elegant ship that I'd love to experience someday. So, good question. Solo cruising and more. Welcome. Solo Cruising and More said, after going on a luxury cruise, do you think you'll transition okay back to regular cruising? Oh my gosh, of course, yes. Yeah. I mean, we know that was a once in a lifetime experience going on Seabourn. Our next cruise will be on a mainstream line for sure. And and also it's not luxury cruises aren't ideal for children, right? And for teenagers, and we have our son's a teen. So for him, he had fun, but he's kind of raring to go to get back to having a kids center to go to because there was no kids facilities on that ship. So yeah, but it is wonderful. And Mr. Cruise Tips TV really, really enjoyed it too. Like we didn't know because it was a smaller ship how he was going to love it. He loved it. He was absolutely in love. It was great. And I'd like to do a luxury cruise at least once every 2 years. And I'd like to do it for a special romantic occasion. I think for those of you, and I know somebody earlier said, how was Alaska? And I missed your question. I'm so sorry. Alaska was glorious. For those of you who don't know, we went on a 10-night cruise with Seabourn, and it was really special. There were only 317 people on the ship. It is a more quiet, subdued, luxurious adult experience. If you, and I'm going to say this is going to be who is right for Seabourn. I will tell you right now, if you book into suites on a mass market line, if you're paying that kind of money, booking a very high-end suite or even like a suite that you pay anything like $3,000 per person and up for, if you're booking mass market, you should consider booking with Seabourn. You should consider doing a full luxury experience because they're almost all inclusive. You still have to pay for spa treatments and shore excursions, but all of the food, all of the drinks, wine poured at every meal, anything you want at a bar, any time of day, an exceptional staff to guest ratio. It's insane. It's amazing. But again, it won't be something that we do every cruise by any means, under any circumstances. We love all of the mass market lines, and we will continue to cruise with them for sure. Great question, solo cruising. All right, wow, loving this. Okay, I see. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, let me know. Oh, Yuki, it was you about Alaska. Okay, good. David Botkin said, what are good excursions in Costa Maya that don't involve a beach or a Mayan ruin? There's not a whole lot, David. There's not a lot to do in Costa Maya. It's a small port town. You could go shopping around, just walk around the port. But maybe somebody else can shed light on that because that's really the main two things that you would do, David. Arnold Family said, did you do all the ship excursions on Hong Kong to Singapore cruise or book some on your own? I don't know if we did any with the ship. I think we booked them all on our own. I think I used, at the time they were called Triple Lights, and they've changed their name. They're no longer called Triple Lights. They're called Go With Guide. So gowithguide.com is where I booked my Hong Kong excursion, my Osaka excursion, and in Singapore we didn't do an excursion. Yeah, I booked them all independently, all of them. Yeah, you do not have to do them with the cruise line. We did independent in Vietnam too. What we did in Vietnam is we got involved in our cruise critic message board roll call, and we booked a group excursion through Cruise Critic, and that worked out really well. It was great. Okay, let's see here. How's everybody doing in the chat? Are we rocking and rolling? Okay. Nice. Rock the Boat said, we're the cruisers you just described and you're trying Oceana Vista. Yeah, Rock the Boat. I believe there is a segment of our audience who do have a very strong interest. They have developed an interest or are moving towards luxury in their lives. And you've got so much choice. You really do. Seabourn is going to be good for someone who likes a little bit more of a formal environment. It's a little bit more dressy at night. There are cruise lines where you don't dress up at all ever on the whole cruise. That's not the case on Seabourn. Interestingly, we only had one formal night on a 10-night cruise, not two. So also, one thing about Seabourn that really stands out is their partnership with Thomas Keller. If you guys aren't familiar with Thomas Keller, he's the restaurateur proprietor of the French Laundry and Per Se. He has a restaurant called The Grill that's complimentary, and everybody on Seabourn gets to go to it once in a cruise, which is really spectacular. Greg's got some full-blown cruise fever. 6 casino offers this year you're taking full advantage of. That's beautiful, Greg. I'm so glad you're taking advantage of those casino programs, and that's a good cruise tip for anyone out there who's like wondering, what should I do? Should I sign up for those casino programs? Yes. Okay, Beanie Blog said, luxury aside, would you prefer a 10-day Alaska cruise from Vancouver or a 10-day Alaska cruise from San Francisco? Okay, If I still lived in California and I could drive to the San Francisco port, I would 100% say San Francisco, but now that I no longer live in California, I would go with Vancouver because you have more sea days. When you're going from San Francisco, it takes you longer to get up to Alaska. If you're in Vancouver, you're just like, boop, right there. The problem with both of those ports, San Francisco and Vancouver are extremely expensive for pre and post cruise stays. So you've got that disadvantage there, but still save the money. And I think I'd do Vancouver. I never thought about that, Beanie Blog. Thank you. Arnold family said, we love Seabourn. I'm so glad to hear that. Naomi said, does a ripcord by iFly have an extra charge? Let me check for you. People are saying that it used to be included, but now they charge for it. Is that everybody else's experience? Because I'm seeing here on RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com that people are now getting charged $29 for it. So I think they're charging now. Terrence Sullivan said, have you been to Mahogany Bay, Roatan? I haven't been there. Anybody have any recommendations for Terrence for Mo Bay? Hey, Carmen. Thank you so much for the super chat. Carmen is such a sweetheart. Carmen is our #1 Facebook post sharer. She literally, anytime I post something on Facebook, she hits the share button, shares it with her community, and I should be giving you a super chat, Carmen. Thank you so much, hon. We appreciate you. Oh, I love it. Terrence, I really want to see if we can get you some Mo Bay help. Anybody have any Mahogany Bay tips? I'm going to look in the chat and see if anyone's popped in there with those. Anything? Mahogany Bay. Hi, Kathy. You made it. We see you here. Okay, let's see. Patty Sermeno said, thinking of doing the Alaska Carnival cruise out of San Francisco. How is the Miracle ship? Miracle is a special ship. It's an older ship, but it's kind of nice and small. The thing that worries me, guys, I hate to say this because I don't know if it's actually a fact, but it worries me. The thing that worries me about Carnival, from my personal taste, is that I've heard sometimes on those colder weather cruises, like they don't heat the pool, they don't heat the hot tubs much. I want a nice warm hot tub and I want a heated pool on my cruise. I would research it and make sure that that's going to happen if that's something you want to do. That is enough for me to book on Princess instead of Carnival. If I heard that someone's like, the pools were cold, they didn't, I'm sorry, I want a hot tub day on my Alaska cruise. So it's a good ship. It's definitely older. The nice thing about Carnival Miracle, though, is you can score some really good deals, Patty. Really good deals on Miracle. We've been on Miracle recently, too. It's a great ship. It's just old. Yeah. So Kathy L said they're charging now for, I'm assuming she's talking about Ripcord, but watch for complimentary days on port days. All right, Rock the Boat said, does Princess or Carnival points match with other cruise lines or only their own brands? Right now, only their own brands. Oh, Rock the Boat, how we all wish that they did sync up with other cruise lines, because that would be amazing if they did. It would be so cool. Guys, I need you to get your questions typed in if I've missed you, because we're going to wrap up in just a few minutes here, and I want to make sure I haven't missed any questions. You have time. You have time. Get them in there. All right. Okay, Nancy's got some tips coming in, guys. And if you're not following Nancy's YouTube channel, you got to be sure to do that. Nancy said, we love tours with real deal Roatan. Johan will steer you right. And you can go to Little French Key as well as Hold a Sloth and Monkey. Also has great snorkel adventures. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Nancy. I had heard about Johan before. I've never been to Roatan. I got to get back to the Caribbean, Nancy. Nancy said the waters of Roatan are beautiful. Nice. Hi, Sonia. Jennifer said, we did free beach on our first time in Mahogany Bay, going to try a tour with Roatan 5 stars in November. Free beach, it's called, Jennifer? Free beach, our first time? Is that what it's called? Free beach? Will you let me know, Jennifer? I want to make sure I got that right. Awesome. Okay, give you guys a few more minutes for questions, and then I'm going to remind you all to come to the after party. You guys know we love ourselves a good after party. We're going to be going live on Amazon after this. I'm going to get you all the link again, and it is almost Prime Day. So the deals are insane over there. Travel deals are crazy good right now on Amazon. Do not wait. If you see something you really love, I probably would not hold off on buying it. Mr. Cruise Tips TV and I have probably spent $500 in the last 2 weeks on Amazon products, and they have been really good deals. So I just throwing that out there. Let me see if I can get this link for you guys again. But I would come over and hang out with us there and see what you think about some of these deals. And then, of course, mark your calendars for Tuesday morning. Sheldon is in the house, also Backstage crew, Patreon member. Sheldon said, I'm looking at Panorama. Is the Cove balcony the same size as a regular balcony? Yeah, the rooms and the balconies are about the same size. They're just completely covered and they have the cutout. So some people love them and some people do not like them. Here's why I do not like Cove balconies. This is the only reason. I don't like the deck they're on. I don't want to be down on deck 2 or whatever low deck they're on. If you can get one on a higher deck, great, but I don't like low deck cruising. It's not for me. So that's just, again, my very personal opinion. Arnold family, I'm going to get you that playlist for all of the vlogs from Hong Kong to Singapore. You're going to have fun with that playlist. It was the cruise of a lifetime for us. And I know that you're going to love it. So let me get it for you, okay? See if we can find that sucker. Let's see here. Yeah, we did Yokohama, Tokyo to Singapore. And oh my, that was just, it's amazing. And the people over there are really special, guys. If you've never done a cruise to Asia, specifically anything that touches Japan, I just highly recommend it. Please forgive me. We have a lot of playlists and I'm having a hard time locating this one, but I will get it. Okay, I found it. Diamond Princess Vlogs. There's 12 videos in this playlist. You're going to love it. If I can get a link, it's not letting me take a link. Oh my. All right, well, I'm gonna find a way. Yeah, here we go. Get a shareable link. All right, who was it that was asking about that? It was Arnold family, right? Yeah. Okay, here's the playlist for the vlogs. John Anderson, question on your seaborne voyage: was the seafood in the restaurant sourced locally from Alaska? I think that a lot of the food was sourced locally, but I can't guarantee that all of it was. But you have to remember that that cruise embarked in Vancouver. So some of it may also have been sourced from that area, from Canada. I can't tell you that for sure, but we did talk to the chef and I know that they do their best to get some local stuff. Oh, I know. Kathy said Amazon's been having great pre-Prime Day deals. They really are good. We're not waiting. Angela Galini said, any tips for anxiety for a first-time cruiser? I'm soaking in all the content from you and Matt, but I'm nervous because my anxiety will cause problems. Yes. And we've done podcasts on this before. Let me see if I can find our article for you. But what I think I would want to tell you is there's a couple of things. First of all, we have a video about it, and we have a cruising for introverts video too. So let me put this in here. Here's the anxiety video where we talk all about it. You have to, when you have anxiety and you're a pre-cruise, you have pre-cruise or pre-travel anxiety, you have to surrender to the fact that it's going to happen probably every time. It never goes away. I get pre-travel anxiety and I'll check my passports probably 76 times before I walk out the door. That's one of the things. You need to make lists, you need to stick to your lists, and you need to trust your list. Anytime your anxiety comes back, you need to say, I made a list, I stuck to my list, everything is in my bag, everything is going to be okay, and I guarantee you something will go wrong on my cruise, but that's okay, because that's the nature of travel. Something always does go wrong. You have to have these conversations with yourself where you say, I know that there will be tough moments, but once you get there, you're going to be okay. John Anderson said, another seaborne question. Were you able to Zodiac or kayak closer to a glacier, is that all included? Yes and no. Yes, you get to Zodiac and kayak and even hike near glaciers. None of that is included. All excursions are extra, John, on Seabourn. Excellent question. Beanie Blog said, anyone trying to access the non-US style electrical outlet on Princess? If so, what adapter would I use? Ooh, yeah, I have not done that before. I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather see you take a USB hub or a non-surge power strip rather than getting an adapter and just leave that outlet alone. My personal opinion. Yeah. Thank you, Angela. Okay, you know what? Okay, Angela, when I first got back into cruising after the pandemic, I suffered from travel anxiety that was so bad that I almost canceled a trip. You need to get back into traveling. Once you get back into it, it's gonna go away. This trip is going to be your stepping stone to the anxiety falling away and becoming less. It may not ever go away. It doesn't go away for me, but you're doing great, hun. Okay, guys, we've got to wrap up. Come on over, hang out with us in the after party. We're going to go live there in about 6 minutes or less on Amazon. We have travel deals, home deals, all that stuff. We appreciate all of you. Thank you for your continued support. Again, please consider joining us over on Patreon if you want to further support what we do. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. We have a ton of fun over there, and we'd love to have you become part of our Backstage crew. And we'll see you guys Tuesday morning, somewhere between 8:30 and 9 Central Time, here on YouTube to talk about the best Amazon Prime Day deals. Until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye-bye.
Cruiser of the Week!
Hey, click me to subscribe.